Hallo und willkommen, my name is Meister Lenze and you're watching Get Germanized, Germany versus England, similarities and differences.
I am bored, what should I do?
Ah, ich weiß.
Get Germanized. Sponsored by italki, the easy way to learn languages.
More information at the end of the video. So I've been to London recently and I've been asked by some friends of mine that live there to comment on certain aspects of life in England and if they are similar or the same in Germany, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's get started. To let someone like go first in a queue at the supermarket till, like when there's someone with just like one item and you have like a whole cart, a whole trolley full of items, then you could say, well, why don't you go first? Apparently that doesn't happen in England. At least my friends did not experience that. Like whenever they like stand there with just one item and are like kind of presenting it to the person in front of them, the person is just ignoring them and is like, no. And well, in Germany, personally, I try to, like, when I see that, at least every now and then, try to like let them go first. I say like, hey, do you want to go first? And they say, oh, thank you, as if they don't even expect that themselves. So I'm not really sure how often that is practiced in Germany. Maybe my fellow Germans can enlighten us in the comments. Like, do you often do that yourself, or do you experience that yourself at all in Germany? And my English friends in the UK, does it happen? Like, does it happen at all? According to my friends from England, it doesn't happen very often at all. So yeah, I don't know. Another thing that annoyed my friends in England are the stickers that go on items, like with a barcode on them. Because like if you want to give someone a gift, then you have to like peel that off, and it leaves like stains and marks that you can't really get rid of. And even if you get rid of the paper, like the glue remains are still on there and it's all sticky and annoying. And I sadly have to say that is the exact same in Germany, at least with many items that you can find in the stores. It will be just the same. You will have to peel at them for hours. One trick that I have tried a couple of times, you can't do that with all items, but with some like made out of plastic, you can just put them underwater and then later you can peel that off quite easily, like when you put like some soap in the water and let it stay there for like, I don't know, half an hour or whatever, maybe not even that long, but it works. But obviously you can't do that with books or CDs, so yeah, I mean with the box of the CD you could do that with a case, but you know, not with everything. So what do you think? Is that annoying you personally as well, as much as it annoys me? Apparently handymen, like plumbers and such, let you wait in England for the whole day. They tell you, oh, we could come around 8 AM to 8 PM in the evening. And then you wait there all day, and sometimes they don't even show up, apparently. And that must be really frustrating. That is luckily not the same in Germany. Mostly our handymen say, we're gonna be there around like 1 AM. Okay, maybe not 1 AM, 1 PM. And then they're there most of the time. I mean, it can happen, obviously, that you get the odd black sheep that like isn't on time. But sometimes they say like, we're gonna be there from 8 till 10, like around that time, and then mostly they show up. Again, if you have made any other experiences with that, let me know in the comments now. Next up, when you are in a bus and someone doesn't pay their fare in England, right, the money for the ticket, then everyone has to get off the bus and wait for another bus. Why? I don't know. But apparently you have to do that, and if you don't think about getting a transfer ticket from your current bus driver, then you have to pay again for the next bus. And most people don't think about that, and or don't have time, can't be bothered, and so they have to pay twice just because of that one person. I bet that one person will get slaughtered afterwards if he's not careful. Well, that doesn't really happen in Germany, I don't think. I know the only example that I have is when someone on the train doesn't pay their fare. Obviously, not everyone has to get off the train. They just wait until the next station and then they get off with them. Maybe they call the police, like depending on how bad the person has acted or whatever. Usually they just take their address and stuff like that, and then I think he gets fined. But the bus example I'm not sure about. Again, my fellow Germans, enlighten us. Is that something in Germany? I don't think so, because I've never heard of that before. In England, another thing that doesn't work as it should are the self-checkout machines, apparently. I have made some experience with that myself. Like sometimes they don't take the notes, they don't. Like when you're not 18, then if you want to buy alcohol, or even if you are over 18 and if you want to buy alcohol, then you have to wait for like a store person to come and enter a security number in your machine, and then they say, oh, okay, you can buy that or whatever. They didn't even check my ID or anything. I mean, not of anyone that bought alcohol there, so far as I have seen. So I found that just really annoying, because you have to wait around for like minutes on end until someone is coming around. And yeah, in Germany that doesn't really happen, since we don't really have that many self-checkout machines. At least to my knowledge, we don't. I've heard that in Berlin or something like that, in some certain stores they do have that, but in most stores in Germany we wouldn't have self-checkouts. We have tills with people sitting there. Yes, they sit on chairs. Most of the time, at least. In €1 stores in England, if you buy nails there, often they don't work. Like, why do they sell them if they don't work? Like, they bend when you try to hit them, hammer them into the wall and stuff like that. And so they're really, really crappy quality. Hence the €1 store, or £1 store, that is, in England, obviously. I mean, I want to say in Germany, they, even at the €1 store, they test for quality before they get in the batches of whatever, nails or anything really, hair brushes or any of these €1 items, right? Because I mean, they have a reputation to keep. Even if their stuff is cheap, if it's complete crap, no one will go and buy their stuff anymore. So I would say in Germany it's different, but obviously not everything will be superior quality in a €1 store, so you kind of have to like expect that. Even in Germany. In Germany and in England they have Mogelpackungen. My friends in England complained about the bag of crisps or chips in America, or in Germany we say chips as well, having like 30% air in it maybe, and then like at the very bottom you will find the goodies, the chips, the crisps. That is the same in Germany with a like chips package. If you open that, there will be a lot of air. Sometimes it feels like there's 50% air in there, even sometimes. And yeah, that is obviously done to trick the customer. That is practiced in England and in Germany, sadly. In England they have economy items, for example economy paint, economy shoes, and according to my friends in England, the economy paint is like as if you paint milk on the wall, if it's like white paint. And yes, we do have paint like that as well. I do not recommend you to buy that though. Because, you know, if you need to paint like 1,000,000 times to just get one layer correctly done, whatever, why buy that in the first place? And economy shoes, yes, we do have really cheap shoe stores and stuff like that. And obviously those shoes won't last as long as like quality leather shoes or whatever from higher price range stores. So there's that. Apparently on some channels in England they advertise movies while the movie is already on, like in the middle, in the advertisement. They show advertisements for the movie you're already watching. That sounds really strange to me, and I don't think that happens in Germany. At least I have not seen that before. I mean, yes, we advertise other movies sometimes, like on the channel Pro7. They do that sometimes, like right before the movie starts again. They show, or at least they used to do that. They showed like advertisements for other movies right in front, but not for the same movie, I don't think. That would be ridiculous. Apparently in England the content of food is decreasing while the prices are rising. My friend said that, for example, tuna cans, they get smaller and smaller and smaller, but the prices go up. And I think they do that with certain items in Germany as well, like over time, so that you don't really notice, right? It's ridiculous. It's really rude, and you know, just I don't know. It's not right, obviously, that they do that. The companies, they want to trick you. Same with like fuel prices in Germany. They go up really high at some point, and then people are like, oh, fuel prices are way too high, and then they go like a little bit lower, but still higher than they were at the very beginning. And people are like, oh, thank God they're going down again. Then no one complains anymore, but they're still higher, like I said, than they were in the very beginning, and so they trick people into paying more and being okay with that. I don't think they do exactly the same thing with foods. They just kind of increase the prices over time without people noticing. And I think that's really, like I said, it's wrong. So, your opinion on that? Is that happening? Is it not happening? What do you think about that? Let me know. That's it for my side. If you have anything else to add to the similarities and differences between Germany and England, feel free to leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more videos about the German language and culture. And if you really love the channel, you can support it on patreon.com/getgermanized. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Oops. Get connected with real teachers and real native speakers on italki.com. Find the link to the page in the video description.